Like many of you who saw yesterday's tragic shooting of Frank Ordonez, the UPS driver who had his truck hijacked by two armed robbers who robbed the jewelry store down there in Miami, Florida, I had to get out last night and take a breather and clear my head of everything that I had just seen on live TV, which a lot of internet service providers tried to censor, but there were just too many people posting and they couldn't keep up with it. It was like whack-a-mole. This entire senseless tragedy could have easily been averted if the police had not pursued the vehicle and just let UPS track them with their GPS, which they have everywhere. But no, the cowboys had to be cowboys and the zeros tried to be heroes, and well, here it is. I'm going to show a couple different angles. Here's the first one that I got. The police chased this van down during rush hour traffic, and as you can tell by looking at the video, they surrounded and started shooting. And they just unloaded hundreds of rounds of ammunition. They didn't care about innocent bystanders. In fact, more than that, they actually used innocent human civilians as shields to protect themselves from harm. Because blue lives matter more than yours, don't they? If you don't think so, just look at these videos and you tell me. People were so afraid that they were going to be shot that even this one car you can see driving ahead, pushing the other cars out of the way to avoid the bullets that the police were welcoming because they were using them as shields. Of course, the gunmen, the criminals, are going to be shooting at the cops. That's why you don't chase them into traffic surrounded by people. Are you kidding me? You're out of your fucking minds if you support this shit. And I'm not a cop hater, so don't get it wrong. I dislike and I hate corruption, and I dislike and I hate violence, period, no matter who perpetrates it. These guys went out there, they wanted, instead of being zeros in the public eye, they wanted to be heroes, and it became the Wild Wild West. Now I want you to listen very closely to what this police chief or spokesperson, whoever he is, has to say to the public by way of explanation or cop-splanation. Some people call it cop-splaining. I think it's an apt term, and that's why I borrow it. But listen closely to his words, and below I'm also going to put a link for the Frank Ordonez GoFundMe, so you can contribute to help his family out during this very distressful and trying time, especially before Christmas. So listen closely if you will. And please keep something in mind, people. The police are not the first responders. You and I are. They show up after the fact, after the things are already over with. So check this out.
We're pretty far behind it, so we've had people that sent up there. The Miami-Dade Police Department, I saw exactly what everybody else saw, along with, I believe, other Broward County units. This is what dangerous people do to get away, and this is what people will do to avoid capture. If people give up and are held accountable for their crimes, then we wouldn't put these many people in danger. If people give up and are held accountable for their crimes, then we wouldn't put these many people in danger. As far as, I saw what you saw on TV. I thought it was admirable about the way it went on.
You just heard him, folks. If those guys had have surrendered willingly, the police wouldn't have had to jeopardize everyone else's lives. They wouldn't have had to grab other humans as shields, etc., etc. And let's be clear here, folks. The U.S. Supreme Court has made it clear that law enforcement agencies are not required to provide protection to the citizens who are forced to pay the police for their services. Here's a quote from Darren Hutchinson, a professor and associate dean at the University of Florida School of Law. Neither the Constitution nor the state law impose general duty upon officers or government officials to protect individual persons from harm, even when they know the harm will occur. Police can watch someone attack you, refuse to intervene, and not violate the Constitution. Let that sink in. I'm going to post links below so everyone can see the law cases. You can look them up for yourselves. Like I always say, don't take my word for it or anyone else. We're just individual voices online. We have our own biases, our own filters, etc. Look it up for yourself. And please don't Google it. Don't ever use Google as a verb. Just research it. You don't want to promote companies like Google who censor the crap out of everything that's online and everything that we're supposed to Anyway, thank you for watching, and happy Merry Christmas Hanukkah to all.